Hey guys, it's Aiden and I'm going to do a quick tutorial on spicing up melodies and harmonies. So you've got your basic elements of music, harmony, melody, texture, rhythm, etc. This video is going to focus mostly on, like I said, harmony and melody, which are pretty crucial to, most genres of modern music. So I'm going to be showing you I'm not going to say common, but four tricks that are common amongst classical composers. So don't let that make you stop. You can use this in really any type of music. So anyway, before I ramble on too much, let's get started. I'm going to record a melody really quick on my keyboard using a basic pentatonic scale. Alright, apologize, that was probably hard to hear, but I'm going to go ahead and quantize that real quick. Alright, so here is our melody now quantized and with the volume up a little bit more. Alright, pretty simple, just walking up and down a pentatonic scale. Nothing fancy. So, the first trick I'm going to talk about to adding a little variation into the song is called inversion. And inversion is basically turning the melody upside down, or more specifically, it's when you reverse the intervals between notes. So here's what I mean by that. Here's our basic melody, starting on a C. I'm going to repeat it over here. So our first note is a C, and the second note is a G. That G, in relationship to C, is up a perfect fifth, which, if you didn't know, is 7 semitones. So from C to G, there's 7 notes between them. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, B, blah, 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 up to G. 7. So for this new melody, when we apply the inversion to it, instead of going from C to G up 7, we're going to go down 7. So we're actually going to bring this down and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we're going to an F. So after G we had an E, which was down 1, 2, 3. So instead of bringing that note down 3, we're going to bring it up 3 instead. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and so on to the rest of the melody. I'll go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so I finished inverting the melody, and here's our original. And now here's the inverted melody. Okay, a little bit different, same general mood. First thing I'm going to do now is extend all the notes. Give them a little bit more sustain so they sound more flowing, I guess. I want them all to flow into each other a little bit better. Second thing I'm going to do is pretty cool trick. I'm going to keep the first melody and play it along at the same time as the new inverted melody. See how that sounds. Pretty cool. It was a lot more full sounding than our original, one voice melody. So that was the first trick, inversion. Our second trick is called retrograde. And retrograde is, it's not turning the melody upside down like we just did, it's turning the melody backwards. So here's what I mean. Our original melody, I'll bring that over to a new measure over here. So here's our original melody starting here on measure 7. So it goes C, G, E, D, A, G, A, C. So all we're going to do is turn that backwards. So let's repeat that right here. And we're going to go, instead of going C, G, E, we're going to start from the back and go C, A, G. So we're going to go C to A to G, and then we're going to go A, D, E, all the way through. Okay, so starting here on measure 9, we have the reversed or retrograded melody. Pretty simple trick. Now let's play it at the same time as the original melody and see what kind of sound we get. Alright, a little bit different sounding. I think I'm going to change the octave of that. That might make it sound a little bit better. Let's try it again. Alright, that was better. Cool. So, that was retrograde. The next trick I'm going to show you guys is called, let me erase that. The next trick is called well, they kind of go together. These two tricks are augmentation and, oh geez, how do I pronounce it? Diminution. I'm just going to guess and say diminution. Well, the word you're probably more associated with is diminished. So this isn't diminishing or augmenting a chord, which would be changing the notes that make it up and completely changing the sound. when you're talking about a melody, diminishing a chord or diminishing a melody is when you half the note value of every note in the melody. Augmenting would be doubling the note value. So let's take, once again, our original melody right over here, bring it up to a new area so it's on its own, and I'm going to double the value of every single note in it. So there's the original, and now we are going to double the value of every note. So bring C out to there, G out to here, E out to here, and then we're going to have to move them up, of course, so they're all still connected. I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, and here in measure 14 is the now augmented melody. So I'm going to play that as at the same time as the original melody, but in a different octave, of course. I'll raise that up, and we're going to play it twice, so it's at the same time. And let me extend this a little bit, and now we get this. Cool. Alright, so that would be an example of augmentation. Now we're going to do the opposite, which is diminution, which is halving the note value of every note. So we're going to take our original over here, I'm going to bring that up to its own new area, and we're going to half the value of every note in there. So we're going to half them all, and then we're going to bring them all over so they're connected. Alright, so right here on measure 18 we have the diminished melody. Just a pretty fast version of the original, right? So what we're going to do to spice that up is take the original melody and bring that over here and play it at the same time, of course in a higher octave, as usual. We're going to have to play the diminished one twice, and we get this. Alright, now what I'm going to do, I have no idea how it's going to sound. It might sound really weird or it might sound awesome. No idea. I'm going to put all these little tricks together and see what I get. Alright, so right here I have the augmented, diminished, and original melodies. On this track, playing at the same time, we have the, my bad, sorry, this is the augmented one right here. This one up here has the diminished, the inverted, and the original melody, and this one down here has the retrograded melody. And we play them all at the same time, and I have no idea how it's going to sound, but alright, and all that came from our original. From that to that. A lot more full, a lot more going on, just more warm, more better, all in all. So those are 4 pretty cool tricks you can use. Of course, after you're done putting them all together, you can edit the notes in them however you want, rearrange a few, add in your own spice, but that's just to get you started on harmony and adding in some flavor to what you write. Again, that was inversion, which is reversing the intervals, retrograde, which is turning the melody backwards, augmentation, which is doubling the note values, and diminution, which is halving the note values. Put it all together, or rearrange a little bit, edit a little bit, but start with that and you'll have a pretty good foundation for writing some pretty awesome melodies and harmonies and just making a great song in general. Now that I'm done rambling, it would be awesome if you guys would support me by going to like my new Facebook page at facebook.com/AidenO'ConnorMedia and heading over to my website at AidenO'ConnorMedia.com to check out some of my stuff. Thanks for watching, and good luck.